I worked for 40 years, not to become rich, but to grow old with dignity. When my pension finally arrived, I planned simple things: medicine, warm meals, and a little peace. Then my daughter, Emily, asked for the money. She said it was just a short trip. I saw the excitement in her eyes and the impatience. I knew what she really meant, but she was my daughter. So I signed the papers and gave her everything. The next morning, she left with a suitcase and a smile that didn't look back days past. Her photos filled social media: beaches, hotels, expensive food. My phone stayed silent. At home, my fridge grew emptier each day. I ate once, sometimes not at all. I sold my old watch to buy bread. The same watch her mother gave me before she passed away, and still I told no one. One night, I sat in the kitchen, staring at the fridge. It wasn't just empty. It felt forgotten. That night, I made a decision. The next day, I visited a lawyer. I rewrote my will, not in anger, not in revenge, but in clarity. Everything I owned: the house, the savings, what little was left, I donated it all to old age homes, free kitchens, and people who knew what hunger felt like. For my daughter, I left nothing. Before leaving the house, I cleaned the fridge. I placed only one thing inside: an envelope inside it, my will. Then I locked the door and walked away. Days later, Emily returned from her trip. Laughing, relaxed, carefree, she opened the fridge to grab a drink, and then she screamed. Her hands shook as she read the pages. Her face turned pale. One line broke her completely. To my daughter, Emily, I leave nothing because I already gave you everything, including my dignity. She fell to the floor, crying. But the house didn't answer. She searched every room, called my name, but I was gone. Only silence remained. An empty house, an empty fridge, and a heart full of regret. Money can be replaced. Vacations can be repeated. But respect, once lost, may never return. Emily stayed on the kitchen floor for a long time. The fridge door remained open. Cold air touched her face, the same cold she never felt while I was still there. She finally understood. That trip, those photos, that laughter, they were all paid for with my silence. She searched through my old drawers: bills, medical reports, receipts for medicine I never bought. Her hands trembled. She whispered to herself, "Why didn't he tell me?" But the truth was simple: I shouldn't have had to. That night, Emily cooked a full meal. She placed it on the table, 2 plates. Then she realized there would only ever be one. She cried into the empty chair. The next morning, she visited the places named in the will: old age homes, free kitchens. She saw faces like mine, men and women waiting quietly, not asking for much, just respect. And for the first time, she understood what she had taken. Not many time. Weeks passed. Emily sold her luxury bag, canceled her next trip. She started volunteering. But the house didn't answer. She searched every room, called my name, but I was gone. Only silence remained. An empty house, an empty fridge, and a heart full of regret. Money can be replaced. Vacations can be repeated. But respect, once lost, may never return. Months passed. The seasons changed. But the house stayed the same. Emily stopped posting online. No filters, no smiles. Every sound in the house reminded her of me: the ticking clock, the creaking floor. The quiet evening's silence had become her punishment. One day, she found an old voicemail, my voice weak, calm, careful, Emily, I didn't want to disturb you. Just calling to say I'm proud of you. Her knees gave way. That call was made the night before I left. Emily realized something painful. I never asked for the money back. Never asked for an apology. I only wanted to matter. She started speaking at community centers, telling my story not to gain sympathy but to warn others. She said, "If your parents are quiet, it doesn't mean they are okay. It means they are tired." People cried. Some went home and called their parents that night. Years later, Emily stood in front of a small building. A simple sign read, "Robert's Kitchen, free meals for seniors." Inside, an old refrigerator stood near the wall. It was always full. Emily placed a photo of me on top of that fridge. She whispered, "I finally filled it, Dad." But the fridge wasn't the problem. The emptiness was. Some people teach us love by staying, others by leaving before life teaches you through loss. Choose to learn through love. This story is a reminder. Parents don't need much just to not be forgotten. Backhand index, pointing right. Subscribe for more stories that stay with you.